Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Got some more photos from the fourth quarter program, but before we begin, definitely hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you sincerely for being a part of this 50,000 club right here on BamaInsider.com. We lead off the photos with a nice shot of King Mwikuta. King Mwikuta coming back for another season with the University of Alabama. One of the guys that we're looking forward to seeing how he progresses during this 2021 season. 6'5", 238 pounds at the outside linebacker position, being coached up by Sal Sinceri, now a junior. You look at the outside linebacker position, I love it. The guys coming back, Chris Allen, William Anderson. But look for King Mwikuta to also provide some really good depth at that position. I think when you look at kind of the experience that he has, maybe this year could be his breakout year. Let's talk a little bit about Jaleel Billingsley, a guy that we've been talking about for a couple years now. Really made a good splash last year, but I think when you pencil in guys to make a big breakout season, maybe potentially be like 800 yards, 1,000 yards, I think Billingsley is going to be that guy for this coming season. I think he's a matchup problem because of his size and his athleticism. You look at the new age tight ends of college football, the Kyle Pitts of the world, the Eric Gilberts, the Brevin Jordans. I think Jaleel Billingsley is certainly that guy. He has the ability to go up, create mismatches, big, strong hands, tight end / wide receiver. Can't wait to see him play this season. In this particular photo, you got Christian Harris on the left, Chris Allen on the right, two veteran linebackers coming back for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We talked about the linebackers just recently. Christian Harris due for a monster year. These past two seasons, he's seen a ton of playing time. 6'2", 230 pounds, has started 2 consecutive seasons for Alabama out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think he brings so much athleticism to that inside linebacker unit. I know everybody's excited to potentially get Henry To'oTo'o on board, but right now, Christian Harris is your main man. Christopher Allen coming in at the outside linebacker, 6'4", 252 pounds, also out of Baton Rouge. Pretty interesting to see him coming back for his redshirt season, and I think that he had a great year in 2020. I think there was times that, you know, towards the back end of the season, that was the Chris Allen that people were expecting. So him coming back along with William Anderson on the outside edge, a lot of talent, a lot of experience, and a lot of pass rush coming back for the Crimson Tide's defense. Great photo right here of the Alabama secondary. A lot of names to kind of go through. You can see Daniel Wright to the left. You got JaQuincy McKinstry right in the center, and then you got Jordan Battle on the right. So much talent in the secondary. It's going to be pretty incredible to see this group come back in 2021. Jordan Battle due for a monster season, but you know, we've seen and heard some good things about JaQuincy McKinstry during the fourth quarter program. We've even seen him with the basketball team a couple times. I mean, you saw that the basketball team recently just won the SEC regular season. There you can see him on the right of your screen. So talk about a busy guy during this time, and talk about an exceptional athlete, being able to come in during your initial season at the University of Alabama and work with both the basketball and the football team. I think that's a testament to his overall coachability and just to his overall athleticism. We've seen some very good things of him at the All-Star game between Alabama and Mississippi at the corner position. So watch for JaQuincy McKinstry to certainly get some playing time going into the season out of Pinson Valley, the #1 player overall in Alabama out of the class of 2021. This is one of my favorite photos of the early springtime. You got Nick Saban, and look, he's just so dialed in. We're on March 4th, and as you can see, look what's on his mind. Look how dialed in he is as he looks over his players during the fourth quarter program. A couple weeks out from spring football, but Nick Saban ready to go, clearly. You got Brandon Turnage right here coming back for another season with the University of Alabama. Didn't see too much time during 2020, but I think there's a whole list of guys that are going to get opportunities coming into the season. Now a redshirt sophomore out of Oxford, Mississippi, Brandon Turnage, going to provide some additional depth at that secondary unit. As we move forward and kind of talk about more players, Bryce Young, this is another photo shared by the University of Alabama, coming back as QB1 going into the springtime. People so excited about what he's bringing back. You know, I've heard that Alabama wants him around 205 pounds. That's probably, 10, 12 pounds heavier than he played out last year. As you can see right here, sophomore out of Pasadena, California, listed at 194 pounds. So I'm curious to see, kind of the progression and how much weight that they do add on to him, because we already know that he has that magical approach, can make people miss, can make plays downfield, has a very good arm, and cannot wait to see him and Paul Tyson during the springtime lead Alabama's offense into 2021. As we move forward on this photo gallery from the fourth quarter program and talking about a couple different players going into the 2021 season, let's kind of talk about Joshua Lehner real quick. Look, the camera loves this guy. Every time we get photos from the University of Alabama, Joshua Lehner is always in there out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So good to see, someone who's working hard get some credit. 5'11", 160 pounds. As you can see, he's out of Tuscaloosa Academy. And every time, we look through the photo galleries, we're always getting some love from Joshua Lehner. Here's Evan Neal. We've talked about him before. 6'7", 360 pounds, coming back as the top offensive tackle in the country. Said it before, said it again. He was probably the best tackle even last year during 2020. I know there's some big names going out, including Alex Otherwood, but Evan Neal is that guy who has so much versatility. Remember, he came in, played guard his initial season at Alabama, then swapped to right tackle. Now look for him to go to left tackle during the 2021 campaign. Evan Neal, your big boy, your anchor from the offensive line, returning to a unit that is completely stacked. A couple more things to get through. Spring football starts on March 19th. There's a lot of storylines going into this spring season, so definitely stay tuned to BamaInsider.com. A lot of guys are going to get some opportunities to showcase their ability. Remember, this team does lose some key components from last year's perfect season, so it's always interesting to see which players rise up, which players have breakthrough spring seasons. And then A-Day is scheduled for April 17th. So throughout the spring football season, right here on BamaInsider.com, we'll provide coverage of Alabama's spring football season, as well as coverage leading up to A-Day. So stay tuned to BamaInsider.com. And then make sure and put this on your calendar. On March 23rd is Alabama's Pro Day. We've seen so many players really shine in Tuscaloosa during that time. So March 23rd will be Alabama's Pro Day. And don't forget about the NFL Scouting Combine, which is coming up, and the NFL Draft. So much to keep tabs on if you cover the Alabama Crimson Tide, because football don't stop in Tuscaloosa. Please hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you more than you know. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This is Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. Check out these videos that you might like as well that are related to our channel right here on BamaInsider.com.